Okay, so our today's topic is my SAP ERP application and its components or modules. Yeah. Yesterday I told you that my SAP ERP is the part of my SAP business suite. Yeah, that is the product of my SAP business suite. So small size company uses SAP business one, medium size my SAP all in one, complete functionality, pre-configured. And my SAP business suite has got most extensive functionality. What is the meaning of most extensive functionality? Yesterday I told you that there are standard templates already created into SAP system by SAP company for the flexibility of the companies, so that they can use those standard templates, yeah, as their business processes. If the standard template fulfill the requirement of the business process, they can use that. If it doesn't, then they enhance the software, yeah, through the ABAP programming language. So now in my SAP ERP, because my SAP ERP is the software which we are using for our practice, sorry, for our development, yeah, for our training. So my SAP ERP application has got three components, yeah, three main components, which is the first one is financial, as you can see here. The second one is logistics, and the third one is human resources, yeah, or human capital management, which is called HCM. Yeah. So three main components of my SAP ERP is financial, logistics, and human capital management. Yeah. Now under these components we have modules. Yeah. Financials. Financials have got certain modules. Yeah. For example, FI. FI is called financial accounting, CO, management accounting or controlling, AA asset accounting, FM funds management. So these four modules are the part of financial component of SAP, of my SAP ERP. Similarly, logistics. Logistic covers sales and distribution, materials management, project system, plant maintenance, plant maintenance, yeah, and human capital management covers human resources. Human resources is an old name. Now its new name is human capital management. It is not called now human resources. It is called human capital management. Yeah, HCM. So I, I believe that students always have got the confusion when they come to know different names, SCM, SRM, and they always ask the question, what are them? Yeah. Yesterday I showed you about the products of SAP, my SAP ERP. Yeah. You know, new dimensional products, industry specific solutions, and today I'm telling you the system which we are using, what is inside this system. Yeah. My SAP ERP is the name of the software which is normally used by the companies, yeah, and which we will be using as well for our training. ERP. ERP, Enterprise Resource Planner. Okay. ERP is a group of softwares, yeah, a group of softwares which gives the planning to the enterprises is ERP software. SAP is one of them. Oracle is another of its kind. Oracle, Microsoft Dimensions is another one, yeah, and JD Edwards is another one. Sage Advanced software is also the, is also belongs to the genre of ERP. So SAP is one of them. SAP is the largest one. Yeah, why it is largest? Uh, it is the largest not according to its usage, yeah, but according to the functionality which it provides to the organization. It provides the most extensive functionality which none other ERP is offering.
Even
Even Oracle
Dynamics.
is not doing, even Microsoft Dynamics is not offering that much functionality which SAP is offering. I am not saying SAP has got more users. No, SAP can have less users than Oracle. Oracle can have more users in all over the world. Yeah, Microsoft Dynamics can have more users uh, as compared to SAP. But SAP is the largest one. You know,
No, it's been said recently that SAP is about 20, 2/5 of the market share
but
in
well,
Europe.
it is growing. You know, it is growing. I'm telling you the figures of the last year or in the beginning of this year. Yeah, maybe within a year,
Yeah,
this
it has evolved quite a
yeah
lot.
it is evolving. Even the organization which are using Oracle and other ERP softwares, they have decided to replace them with SAP system
That's right.
because of its extensive
Yeah.
functionality. Yeah, so which is impossible for other ERPs to give it. Yeah, so other definition, I will tell you that ERP, why these why such softwares are called ERP, because these software give the planning to the organization how to run the business. What used to happen, that organizations were using software, they were making planning first. Yeah, but the software is not was were not helping them in the planning. They were making planning on the Excel sheet, yeah, on the paper, yeah, and then feed them on the softwares. But when the ERP was introduced, what happened, that ERP standard templates, yeah, now SAP standard templates are to the uh, according to the scenarios of many businesses. Yeah,
Industries.
many industries. Yeah, SAP has surveyed many industries and tried to extract those business processes which are most commonly used in every organization, and according to them they have created the standard template for the organizations to use them. And you have to copy them when you do customization. Yeah, or if the standard template does not fit, still you have to copy and then enhance it through the programming language. Yeah, which I told yesterday, ABAP is the programming language of SAP system. And ABAP programming language is the combination of Java, C++, and Pascal. Yeah, these are very old languages. Yeah, okay, Java, C++, and Pascal are the languages which make ABAP programming language. Okay, ABAP is the advanced programming language. Okay. So, and all these modules are based on R3 basic system. Yeah, I will give you the recording for yesterday's session and you can pick up what is R3, real-time architecture 3. I showed them yesterday that there are two views of R3, development view and the hardware view. Okay, so and we use client server approach. Yeah, in the R3, client server means you have development client, yeah, you have testing client, and you have production client. So minimum 3 clients you should have in your SAP system. Okay, so you can grab the idea from yesterday's session. Okay, benefits of SAP. The original SAP idea was to provide customers with the ability to interact with a common corporate database for a comprehensive range of applications. I have already explained you, but I will repeat again that what used to happen, that organizations were using different softwares. Yeah, I am, let's say I am HR, he is FI, you are ST, he is MM. Yeah, all of us are using different software packages, yeah, to run the business. Now there is no interaction. Yeah, the software doesn't have any interaction. Yeah, I am doing my work, he's doing his work. Yeah, if there is anything, if you have sold something, yeah, because you are a salesperson, so you will tell me, you know, from the word of mouth, and I will make an entry. Yeah, so it's time consuming. So when this concept of ERP evolves, yeah, so it has given the benefit for to the customers to use one corporate database. Database mean where the data is stored. Yeah, So I am using SAP, he's using SAP, he's using SAP, and here is the database. Yeah, let's say this is the database. All the data is stored in the server. Yeah, so his data, I can see his data, he can see my data. When he will do something, my financial statements will be updated. You have sold something, my financial statements will automatically be updated. How? It is integrated. Yeah, that's why SAP is called IS, integrated solution. Yeah, it's sometimes it's called IS. So this is that's what here then the first line it means. The original SAP idea was to provide customers with the ability to interact with a common corporate database for a comprehensive range of applications. SAP maintains a single information system. Again, the same concept is repeated in the second line, single information system. Yeah, SAP is a single information system for all of us. Even we belong to different departments, yeah, but all of us, it's a single information system. And all the application access common data. Again, as I told you, the database is the same and the common data will be used. And this concept, when it evolves further, you can take this concept for all the global companies located all around the world. That all around the world the companies are using the same data, so they are communicating with one another. So it's not like if there is no ERP system, if any company, for example British Petroleum is a British company, if it is located in Saudi, yeah, and they are using different software and England is using different softwares, so they don't know what is going on in Saudi unless they will publish the account statements in the end of the year. Then they will come to know how much profit and loss the company has made in being in Saudi Arabia. But within SAP, they can track everything real time, same minute. In every minute, they can track the progress, what is going on. In the smaller level, as you told, at the retail level, they will be using small software packages. Yeah, like you mentioned, carriage. Yeah, carriage is used, and my company is using Euphrates. Yeah, Euphrates, because they sell tobacco. Yeah, so what they do that at the retail sector, they use Euphrates, which is normally used in shops. You know, and but at the higher level, at the management level, they are using SAP. So SAP, where SAP use, where they have to track the financial statements, balance sheet, profit and loss statement. It's very easy to track. It's very easy for the management to make any decision related to the investment or anything related to the organization. So that's the idea to implement SAP system. The third is applications interact with each other when real business events occur. For example, when events in sales and productions occur, accounting is done automatically. So my work is, you are hiring 10 people to do one job. Yeah, now you have to hire only one person to do the job because it's ERP system, it's automatic. Everything is automated. You have sold something, my balance sheet will be updated automatically. I don't have to do anything. I will just receive the payment from the customer. That's my job. Yeah, but you have sold something. You don't have to tell me that you have sold something, because I will go into the financial reports and will check it, and I will see that is updated. So that's the original idea. Yeah. So it's like a magic, as you can see. Sales can see when the productions can be delivered. Thus, the whole SAP system is designed to work in real time. Real time means this software works through internet. Yeah, you don't have to install it through the CD and that's it. No, it's like server based approach it has got, and all the companies use the same server, same database, and all the companies access SAP system through internet connection. If the server is down, it will be down for all the companies all around the world. Yeah, so
So SAP has their own server, like internet service.
SAP, when the company implements SAP, they have to buy the server from SAP company.
Okay.
Yeah, they have to actually get the license. Yeah,
Yeah.
so it's like that. SAP NetWeaver Okay, that is the first. NetWeaver is an application. Yeah, in my SAP ERP, rather I will say NetWeaver uh, is another module. Yeah, and in this module, many aspects actually, you know, happen. And if you wanna understand SAP NetWeaver, you have to go for the training of SAP Basis. You know, Basis consultant who does all the networking and integration with external SAP systems. So basis job is quite a lot. Yeah, he makes the integration with the external softwares. For example, your company is using Carriage. Yeah, you think that Carriage is all alone. No, Carriage will have the integration with the SAP system. Carriage is an external system.
Okay.
Yeah, but SAP will be communicating with Carriage. It is not that there is no integration. No, there will be integration. So how this is done? This is done through SAP NetWeaver.
So NetWeaver means
NetWeaver
integration between SAP and different
non-SAP system. So SAP NetWeaver is an open integration and application platform. Its service-oriented architecture provides the flexibility required for change and innovation. Okay, so if you business intelligence and business warehouse module uh, are is also integrated through SAP NetWeaver. Yeah,
Yeah, can I ask just so in this case, if the SAP network is this the same as the converter?
is the same
As converter,
converter.
yeah.
It's not a converter itself, but it's the platform where the conversion is done.
All right, okay.
Okay,
Yeah,
it's a platform itself because it's a module itself. Yeah, like
right.
finance FI is a module. So SAP NetWeaver is a kind of module, but it comes in the series of modules. Not like you can because
It's a technical module.
it's a technical
All
module.
right, okay.
SAP combines leading apps with the SAP NetWeaver platform into flexible solutions that easily integrated with non-SAP software. Yeah, as I have explained you, that SAP NetWeaver is a platform. For example, for FI invoices, yeah, I will show you how to post invoices into FI system. But let's say my company doesn't use SAP to post the invoices. They have integrated uh, the two softwares, SIM and Vim. Yeah, Vim is vendor invoice management. Yeah, they are using Vim to post the invoices for vendors. Now Vim is another product of SAP, and they don't use SAP internal platform because they believe that Vim is much suitable for their organization. Now when they go to the invoice section, automatically the SAP system transfers them to Vim. How? Because it is integrated with SAP through the SAP NetWeaver. So it is redirection. So that is a another topic. Yesterday I gave you the overview of a SAP methodology. Yeah? So according to our plan, we have done introduction to SAP R3, SAP products. Yeah. So now I'm gonna give you a SAP methodology. Yeah, which I believe is very important for you if you want to be a consultant. Yesterday I gave you a little bit idea what is a SAP methodology. Some people call this ascendant SAP or some people call this accelerated SAP. Yeah, as you can see here, accelerated or ascendant. It's a roadmap. Yeah, it's a roadmap of 5 steps. The first step is project preparation, the second is business blueprint, the third is realization, the fourth is final preparation, and the fifth is go live and support. If you understand this methodology, you will become the consultant 80%. uh, let's say 70%, 30% your skills matter on the system, how much skillful you are on the system. But and everywhere you go to do implementation, you have to follow this methodology. If the company is very formal, yeah, if the company is not formal, they will tell you, okay, what do whatever you want to do. But 99% chances are the companies will be very formal, and they will be using this methodology to implement SAP. This methodology is not only used to implement SAP but other ERP softwares as well. The first is project preparation. Okay. As you can see here, phases to implement SAP. Yeah? The project preparation. In the project preparations, the consultants are not hired. Yeah, I'm giving you the example of a project which is contractual based. Yeah, for let's say the project is for a year. Yeah, for a year. Yeah, it's like a deployment. Yeah, otherwise a deployment is for 6 months. Yeah, in my company even it's big. Yeah, but they have divided the countries into deployments, and one deployment takes 6 months. Yeah, so let's say 6 months project. Yeah, the first is project preparation. The consultants are not hired. In this phase, the management, the permanent people of the company will sit together in the round table, yeah, and make the initial project planning. The the people from SAP company who are the salesperson, who are successful in selling the SAP product to the organization, because there are sales team of SAP which sell SAP system. So they give the POC, POC. Yeah, POC means proof of concept, how SAP works. Yeah, they have made the you can say a kind of assignment. That assignment is called POC, proof of concept, how SAP works. And the company will look at that and will try to determine how SAP can be beneficial for its future. Yeah. So this will be initial project planning. All the uh, stakeholders of the organization will still sit there. Investors will be of the company, investors, directors, all of them sit together. Yeah. Project procedures, project team members and their training. They will assign the project team member, even they don't know SAP, but the key to the permanent people is that they know business processes. They don't know SAP, but they are the lead on the SAP consultants, demonstrating them what are the business processes. Yeah. Business analyst will make the budget of implementing SAP. Yeah, that how much the company can spend on a 6 month project, on a 6 month deployment. Yeah. Project kick off. We use the word kick off like a football. Yeah, it's like a project kick off meeting. It's like a formal word. Yeah. Technical requirements, they will determine what are the technical requirements they need. uh, Technical requirement means computers, laptops, yeah, SAP server, you know, all the networking of SAP server. The SAP should work in every computer. Yeah, it's not like I will install SAP GUI on your laptop and then give you the access number and you will be accessing it. Yeah, it's the same, but it's more than that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's like one server. It's like which should access SAP from all the office computers. Yeah, so it's a big job actually. So after the project preparation, uh, the project managers are hired. Project manager, I will show you in next screen this table. Yeah, the project SAP team. Yeah, project manager is hired, and project manager can be a permanent person as well. Yeah, I'm not saying that it should be 100% external person. It can be an external person who knows SAP. Yeah, but it is possible the company doesn't want to spend money doesn't have budget to hire project manager. Yeah, so they will make the project manager to the person who knows business processes but don't have SAP experience at all. Yeah, project manager will hire SAP team leaders. Okay, like my team leader, under my team leader 9 people are working. Yeah, and similarly team leaders on all the teams. For example, FI team will have a different team leader. Yes, CO will have different, ST will have different, MM will have different team leader. So different team leaders for different teams. Okay. Now under the team leaders, there are two types of consultants: technical consultants and functional consultants. Technical consultant can be an ABAPer, can be a basis person. Basis means who does the networking and transportation of customization, which I told you yesterday, from one client to another client. Yeah, from the development client to the testing client, and from the testing to the production client. Yeah, so that who does that job? Basis consultant. Yeah, it's a job of basis consultant who does all the networking and who is responsible to transport from one you know
Clients.
one customization to another client. Yeah. And SAP NetWeaver is also the job of basis consultant. So basis consultant is also a very busy person during the project. Okay. Okay, now functional consultants: FI, CO, ST, PS, PP, integration, and here there is business team. Business team is the one which are end users, account assistant, yeah, as he is, and as you are, okay, you are end users, yeah. So your organization is going to implement SAP. Now you will see new people have showed them up, yeah,
Yeah.
and they have got their computers, but they are consultants, yeah. Now they will communicate with you. They will communicate with you, asking what are the business processes, yeah, like how your organizations work, what they do, and how your current software works, yeah, and they will try to uh, design it according to SAP. Yeah, they will try to architect it. They will try to find the solution that if something can be done in your current system and SAP is not possible to do this, so how it can be made possible to do it into SAP. So there will be a communication. Yeah, and that communication can be through platform. Yeah, it can be crew means change request waiver. It's like a external, like it's like a chatting. Yeah, like you chat it. Yeah, so different team members chat with each other discussing the solution on one thing. Okay, like they will chat, okay, uh, the global template is this, but the regional requirement is this, and if the regional requirement is this, if the local requirement is this. So three levels: global, regional, local. So I will come further depth into global, regional, and local. So business team, if they have requirement, they will talk to functional consultants, yeah, and functional consultants will talk to technical consultant if they need enhancement. Now I will go back to the again to the SAP methodology. Consultants are hired. Yeah. Now you know the team, how the team is made. Yeah. Now the second phase comes, which is business blueprint. In the business blueprint, the end users business team. Yeah. The business team will the functional consultants will collect the information from the business team about the business processes. We have three types of objectives. One is if the SAP, as I mentioned, provides you the standard template. If the standard template provides the same functionality as the requirement of the business users, yeah, so then we will call it fit. Fit. Okay. If, for example, there we need little bit here, there is no enhancement. Yeah, technical consultants are not working. This is the job of functional consultant. Yeah, before we say that this is fit, yeah, we also have to uh, write the blueprint document, yeah. Now blueprint document can be many types, like many documents make the blueprint document, yeah. The first document is called PDD. PDD means process definition document. Second is FS. FS is the job of functional consultant, and this is called functional specification. You have to write this document to note down the business requirement, functional, what are the functional specification, and accordingly the technical consultant will write the technical specification document, which is called TS, technical specification document. These are the blueprints, yeah. These are all the kinds of blueprints. Now if the business requirement can be done through the standard template, that can be fit, okay. If there we the consultants, functional consultant, need to do some processes to make the standard template fit, so that will be called fit with process. Fit with process, okay. If the standard template does not fulfill the requirement, okay, does not fulfill the requirement, then it will be a gap, okay, and which is called fit gap, yeah. This will be gap. Now I will come back to gap again. If it is a gap, then you have to write the functional specification and technical specification. For fit processes, you have to write COE and CST. Okay. COE is can be a global level. It's called configuration object element. Configuration means configuration with the standard template, and CST is configuration specification document. It can be at local level, local or regional level. Okay, so these documents PDD, COE, CST, FS and TS are the blueprints document which you have to create, and it you know the yeah. So this is important for you. So now fit with process and gap. Now fit, if it is fit and fit with process, that is fine, yeah. You don't have to do anything, just write COE and CST and then configure the system accordingly. But if it is gap, so we have to look at a statement which is called RICEF. If it is a gap, yeah, in the process, which is not possible to be fulfilled by the standard template of SAP, then we have to look at gap. And is is the business requirement, yeah. The gap can be can be found in this term which is called RICEF. WRICEF. W represents workflow. The company wants to create a workflow. Workflow is required to approve or reject the document. For example, you have created the purchase order. The purchase order is an external document, yeah. So the higher managers always have got the access to approve or reject the document. He will look at the document and see if it is required, then he will approve it, otherwise he will reject it. The end user or account assistant will just create the document. The approval or rejection is in the hands of the managers. So workflow is the one which does this job, and this comes into the gap. The second one is reports. You can ask me the question. Reports can be standard as well. SAP provide a standard reports as well, but this is not always the case. But because the companies always found always gives you that template according to the business requirement, and this is another gap. Okay, so you have to look at the gap for reports. You have to create the reports. You have to and reports require enhancement as well, and you have to create those reports with the help of a BAPR, with the help of technical consultants. The third is interfaces. Interfaces is the company wants to send data electronically. Nowadays you see it is very advanced. Nowadays nobody sends the invoices by post or by email. Yeah, this is sent through electronic medium. As soon as you create the as soon as you make the payment, automatically electronically this information is transferred to the vendor, or if uh, yeah, the same thing with the customers as well. So EDI is the interface which is called electronic data interchange, and the idocs is means intermediate document. So intermediate document is the one which is transferred to vendor and customer with the information. It doesn't it is not necessary that vendor and customers use SAP system as well. This is possible through a non-SAP system as well. If you are using non-SAP system, I am using SAP, I can still send the information electronically. And similarly, it's the same concept is for bank reconciliation. Okay, when the companies need to download bank statements, they can do electronically. And all the to create these interfaces, we need people coming from banks or customer or vendor side when the company implements SAP, because they will help us, the customer side. On the customer side, the consultant from that company will come into our company and then help us to make that integration electronically. So this is another gap.
So what about NetWeaver? They can't do it.
No, it will be through NetWeaver. It can be through NetWeaver, or it is not there are other modules as well. Yeah. So but still we need, because we need information. Yeah, we need to make a connection electronically, and we need, they have to do little bit changes in their software as well.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's like that. But normally these interfaces are created within the company as well. Like your this I am working, for example, in BP England, you are working in BP France. Yeah, so one company but different location. If I have to send you some information, yeah, your company is buying petrol from my company, because the companies always trade with also trade with each other as well. Yeah, if I have to uh, you know sell you something, sell your company, so I will send that information electronically. One company, so in both companies the EDI should be set up. Okay. The second is conversion. Conversion means data conversion, which is called data migration. Yeah, LSMW. We can migrate the data. Uh, we can migrate the data through LSMW. LSMW is an interface which I told you yesterday, legacy system migration workbench. Yeah. So as a consultant, you need to understand this legacy system, how this legacy system works, which is our last topic. Yeah. But I told you I will give you the video. Okay. Next is enhancement. Enhancement is not your job. It is always the job of technical consultants. Yeah. But later on in your career, SAP career, if you learn enhancement yourself, so your market value can be more. Okay. If you tell the organization you need enhancement as well, so you will increase your chances to be hired, yeah, more than the person who doesn't know enhancement. Yeah, so enhancement, we use user exits. Enhancement means to enhance something with the help of programming language, which is the job of a BAP consultant, not your job. But you need little bit in programming in knowledge as well. And I believe the person who becomes the programmer who has done bachelor's or master's in computer sciences. Yeah, so it's, you cannot be a technical consultant because your back if your background is not related to computer sciences. Yeah, if you haven't read about what is Java, Pascal, yeah, so you can't be. Okay, the next is forms. Yeah, you can create your own forms. uh, for example, form means invoices. Yeah, you have to send invoices to the vendor or customer. So what happens exactly, for example, you have to send invoice, purchase or order or invoices to the vendor. Yeah, now SAP provides standard forms, but the company doesn't like it. The company wants their own template. Yeah, the vendor name should be on the left hand side. Yeah, and underneath there should be an item. Yeah, and like small requirements. Yeah, small
Yeah.
requirements. So you have to, it's a gap. Yeah, so you have to again enhance the SAP software
So who
to
can
fulfill the gap.
make this form?
Form,
Financial consultant
uh,
or technical?
technical consultant. Technical consultant, because it's always the programming is involved. Okay, so this is the fit with process and the gap. Yeah. And now, if you see this document, I will say to you that basically, when you write these documents, yeah, so you can say 50% job of a consultant is to write these documents and 50% job is to do the configuration. Okay, so documents, to write the documents is like to make a university assignment. Yeah, but what you will be written under these documents, the business requirements. Okay, so that's what you have to write. After the business blueprint document, okay, business blueprint document. Now, what will be included in these documents? Yeah, you have to follow another methodology, which is called as is and to be methodology. Yeah, I have given you the example of gap analysis, business processes. Yeah, so now I will telling you as is and to be methodology. Have you heard these terms before? As is and to be methodology. As is methodology is, I am a consultant, I'm asking, you are an end user, I'm asking the business requirement from you. Yeah, you are telling me the how your current business work. Yeah, now as is methodology is about how the current business work, and to be methodology, what are the business requirements and what will be the business process according to SAP. Okay, so two section you have to create, as is and to be methodology. Okay, and this as is and to be methodology will be written into FS, into functional
Functions.
specification. This is your job to write the functional specification. Technical specification is not your job, is the ABAP consultant job, is the technical consultant job to write technical specification. So everything which you do on the system, there should be an evidence in the document. Yeah, even the small change you have to do in the system, first you have to go and then write it into the document, then change it. Okay, so otherwise this is wrong. Okay, so you will be against the standards and guidelines of the implementation project. So these are the standards and guidelines to write these documents and then make changes. But some companies are not very formal, they don't follow these are followed by big organizations who are very formal, and who have much, who have got big budgets to implement SAV. So this is as is and to be methodology. Now after blueprint is ready and it is signed off by, it should be signed off by the internal team. Internal team means managers, yeah, permanent team. Then the third phase comes, which is realization. In this phase you have to configure the system according to the blueprint documentation. Okay. So now you have written functional specification, technical specification. There should be a matching between TS and FS. TS should look the same as FS, yeah, only with the addition of technical details or technical objects. Yeah. And according to the technical specification, you have to configure the system accordingly. Or the second category is if FS and TS require when there is a gap. If there is no gap, then you need COE and CST. Yeah, COE is written at global level. Global level means for all the companies. Yeah, and CST is written at regional or local level. Regional or local level means that Europe is a region and all the companies located in Europe, let's say, have got the same requirement. Yeah, so that will be a regional requirement, yeah, not a global requirement. Or if it is an American company, now in America laws are different, yeah, and the same company is located in Europe where the laws are different. So global requirement is different, regional requirement is different. If the regional requirement is different, then you have to write CST. Otherwise, you don't need to write CST. COE is fine. Uh, in the realization phase, you have to configure everything, and the next is okay. In further, one more thing in blueprint in as is to be methodology, as you can see this picture, that this is, you can compare it, this is as is and this is to be. As is means like enterprise corporate group, yeah, which is recognized into SAP with the client, and company or subsidiary is recognized in SAP as company code. Factory, plant, purchase department, purchase organization, buyer, purchase group, storage location or warehouse, storage location. So this is the example of as is and to be methodology. So you know SAP in before you gather the requirements from the business users. Final preparation. Okay, before I do final preparation, I will go back to the realization. In the realization, you have to configure the system and then transport it to the testing client, where you have to test the customization. Now there are several phases of testing. Okay, there can be UT. UT is unit testing. This phase is after the transportation, yeah, from development client to testing client. Then the second one is ITC, integration testing. The third one is development testing. The next one is UAT, user acceptance testing. Then regression testing, RT. And then retrofit testing. So you have to go through all these phases before you transport finally into the production client.
Ask a question because I was involved doing a lot of testing when we was doing the fit and gas analysis for our company.
Yeah.
But I just, if for instance, before a new implementation is done,
Yeah.
or a new procedure, when you're testing like an invoice, for instance,
Yeah.
would that go into a user acceptance testing, or because I'm just confused about.
Unit testing is, for example, FI module you have configured. Yeah.
Mm.
So you will only do unit testing. Yeah. Only FI. Yeah. But if there is something which is related to and the process goes into FI, yeah, so this is integration testing. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because two modules are communicated with each other, so this is integration testing. The third is development testing. Development testing is for example transportation. Yeah, transport from one setting to another, so you have to check whether all these transportation of customization are properly done or not. Yeah, from one client to another. The fourth one is user acceptance testing. You have to perform the processes in front of the users. The users are sitting and you have to process them how to post how the invoice will be posted into a system. If they are happy and they can think that the way SAP is working fulfills the requirement of the business process, then the user acceptance testing is fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, if they are not satisfied, so it will be failed.
Right.
Yeah. If the user acceptance testing is passed, so we call the document UTP. Okay, and this is called user testing plan. This is another type of blueprint, you can say. Sorry, you not user. Okay, so it's actually unit test plan. And it will be in the first one. Yeah, unit test plan. User acceptance testing, I will explain you where you use it. Regression testing, I explained you that if the new deployment has one deployment has finished, the new deployment has started. Yeah, the deployment which is finished is for Europe, and the new deployment is started for American region like South America, Brazil, Argentine, and all those countries. Yeah, if the new deployment affects the EU deployment, yeah, because the server is the same, the client is the same. If the implementation in South America affects the processes of the EU, yeah, so you have to check regression testing, regression and retrofit testing. Yeah, retrofit means it is fit. Yeah, it does fit or not. So regression is the same. Basically both testing go in the same line. Yeah, both they have to be run at the same time, regression and retrofit, and they can have more cycles, like regression cycle 1, regression cycle 2, regression cycle 3. Similarly retrofit cycle 1, cycle 2, cycle 3, and there can be many defects as well which they have to resolve.
So we can say these two are regional testing.
It can be regional testing, exactly, because global level you are not implementing. Global level is already implemented SAP. Yeah? So regional is like region by region you are doing this. Yeah? But this will cover global as well, because global will be affected as well by the changes, yeah, by the enhancement. You see, you have written down many enhancements, you are changing many programming language because of the regional requirement or the local requirement. Yeah. So it does impact on the system that some of the function may stop working. So that's why these testings are necessary. uh, Now for the testing, probably it's not for you, it's about the soft. If you are involved in testing, yeah, probably you will come across HPQC. HPQC is the software which is used for testing, yeah, or QT. QT is another software which is used for automated testing. HPQC is for manual testing and QT is for automated testing. Okay. QT means quality testing.
Oh, okay.
And HPQC means, HP is the company name, yeah, like my laptop, HP, and QC is quality center,
Mm.
yeah. So these are two software. So right now the training which is going on upstairs, yeah, no, sorry, this floor, yeah. So this is about software testing, yeah. So I hope that the trainer will be telling all this testing.
So is this our job or no?
It's not your job, but in the if the company is small, yeah, and they have hired two people to implement it, then it can be your job. Okay. But it's good for you because it will be your learning as well. The and you can grab the idea once you are in the live business process. Yeah, you are a quick learner. Yeah, you can because you know that it's your job. Yeah, you will start. Maybe your company will send you for 2 weeks or 3 weeks workshop, and they will tell you how to do business, testing. So you can easily pick up the idea. Yeah, but again, you don't have to focus on this. But I mean that in the interview session, this can be good. To that if you know these things, you can easily, you know, crack the interview.
Okay, in regard to those software, the testing software you're talking about, because when I was doing most of my testing, I was doing that on the quality environment, on the
Hmm.
quality.
Yeah,
Is that a different, is still SFA, isn't it?
yeah, it's SAP.
But the software you just mentioned,
Yeah, actually, these softwares are integrated with SAP.
all right, okay.
Okay, so the process will be for SAP system, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
but these softwares will run those processes automatically. Like
Okay.
you will just like press the button on and the process will start working, and when there will be an error, the software will let you know that okay, this process is not working in this step is having an error, it is passed or failed. So
Mm-hmm.
there are status system, it's passed or failed, yeah. So it's like that, yeah. You have to store the steps under the software. If you are not using these softwares, you can still do the testing through the Excel sheet. How? For example, the testing is starts from that. For example, I want to test Microsoft Excel. Yeah. So I will say here, I open the Microsoft Excel. That's my first step. Pass or fail. Pass. Okay. I have opened. I click on the insert. That is second step. Pass or fail. Whether it pass or fail mean I can click on insert,
And will
yeah,
it show it or not?
it is showing me or not, or if it is giving me the error. You see, small things. So it's you can say it's a lot of work for a tester as well. So that's why there are many jobs for manual testers, yeah, but they don't pay much, but
Nobody like doing that.
yeah, yeah. So so small thing, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like I have pick up the mobile, yeah, first step. Second step, I press the button, it is working or not, pass or fail. So
So if it fails, then the matter goes to ABAP.
if it is failed, then the tester will talk to the functional consultant, will talk to you. Okay, this is
So what
failed.
we can do?
You have to check
You
and
have to
see.
change.
You have
Okay.
to talk to the technical consultant, a
Ah,
BAPper,
okay.
that this process is not working into
Or
SAP, or
maybe we didn't integrate it.
you because it is always your problem, because
Okay.
tester job is to test. If something is not working, he will come back to you. Yeah,
Okay.
and you have to come back to the technical consultant if it is a gap.
Yeah.
You have to tell them this is not working.
Mm.
So it's like that.
Mm.
So right now my job is to be on top of everyone because I'm an auditor. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's like testing is done. Yeah. Tester is asking the question to to the consultant, and consultant asks to the technical consultant. Yeah, I am asking the question to everyone because I'm an auditor. Yeah, I'm asking the tester as well that okay, this is I'm doing audit and this is not working. Yeah, this is incorrect. So testing will be worried, and if you have functional it is not worried. So it's like, and I have to write the reports, you know.
Right.
And the last thing is nobody likes auditors. Yeah.
Because usually when they find a problem is when they need to determine whether it's a technical problem or it's a functional
Any
problem.
problem, any
Yeah.
problem. When you do practice, yeah, you will come across many errors and issues. Yeah, then you can ask the question yourself. Okay, this can be the problem.
Mm.
Yeah, so that's what you will automatically get the answer
Mm.
when you do the practice.
Yeah.
Okay, so many issues you will come across.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, the next is okay. In the final preparation, you have to data migration through LSMW, and you have to give the training to the end users. Yeah, and the quality of the setting will be tested. Then finally, the go live process, which is the fifth phase. Go live means go live means to turn on the SAP system for the end users and to obtain feedback on the solution and to monitor the solution. Now there are many support roles as well. Yeah, you have seen SAP FICO support consultant. Yeah, so support consultant role is not to customize anything but to support the end users if they are having issues. And there are three types of support roles: first line support, second line support, and third line support. First line support is that the end user is having the issue, and end user will uh, call me. I am on my desk, and he will send me an email. I will give him the solution sitting in my desk. So this is first line support. If I am unable to resolve the issue, I will leave my desk and go to the end user desk. So that is second line support. If I'm still unable to resolve the issue, then I will call to the SAP company to give us the solution. So this is third line support. Okay, so these are three different types of support role, which you can find many all over UK. But I believe support role, the uh, you know you must know, you must be a you must have some experience of consultant to be a consultant. Support role is looks like a very small and easy role, but it's not. Yeah, because you should be the master of, you should be the master of, you can say, you mean jack of all trades. So you should be a good consultant before you go for the support role.
I mean, when I was
It's
working,
easy, it's very easy, it will be very easy if you know the customization, and because you can easily pick up the issue or error which
mm,
the customer is facing.
because where I'm working currently, we have some people do support, but they're not SAP consultant.
No, they are not, but their background can be a consultant. That they know customization and all other stuff. If you don't know customization, yeah, and supporting, then it means that they know the end user activities. But if there will be some issue related to the customization, then they talk to the consultant. It could be like that, yeah.
Mm, yeah. Because
Okay.
I was doing the first support for the travel module.
All
But
right.
I've never done any. So I don't know the configuration. I've
Yeah.
never done any configuration before.
All right.
But I just learning it on the side really.
Right. 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 Well, then you know the end user side of things, yeah, and
Yes,
you are
yes.
doing. But if there will be something which is related to the customization, then you
Yeah,
have to go and
that's
talk
right.
to
Yeah,
the
you need to.
consultant.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, then it's fine. Yeah. Okay. The next paragraph is this is phase where all configuration or customization are transported to live production operation, and business starts all its activities in the SAP R3. During this phase, all the problems or issues related to hardware, network, operating system, database, training, and application system are addressed by the project team members, and they help the end users in achieving their day-to-day task or assignments. Yeah. finally the project implementation ends. So that's how the companies work. Yeah. So this is the end of a SAP methodology, and our new topic is SAP GUI. SAP GUI is the uh, software, or you can see SAP is the GUI client. GUI means graphic user interface. Okay. The setup which I will give you today is for SAP GUI.
Yes.
SAP GUI is the GUI client in SAP R3 three-tier architecture of database, application server, and client. It is software that runs on a Microsoft Windows, Apple Macintosh, or Unix desktop, and allows a user to access SAP functionality in SAP applications such as SAP ERP and SAP Business Information Warehouse, now called SAP Business Intelligence. It is the platform used for remote access to the SAP central server in a company network. So right now, as you can see, the icon on my computer is for SAP logon. Okay, so this is SAP GUI, and the version which I am using is 7.730. Yeah, SAP logon. Yeah. So this is SAP logon, and you can make the connection. For example, if you wanna make the connection, so you can click on this button, new. Yeah, once you install it, so there will be no connections. So in order to create new connection, you can click on new and click on next, and here you will give the description can be any, like your name or anything. Yeah, and it should be connection type customer application server. The name will be given to you by the company, instance number will be given to you by the company, and system ID will be given to you by the company. For example, I can show you this connection like this way. Yeah, application server, instance number, and system ID, and then after enter you will, when you do click next, next, and then finish, and the connection will be appeared on the first line, and you double click on that, and the SAP system will open. Okay, and here you will enter the client, yeah, username and password, and you can access the SAP system. Okay, these are the organizational units which we will speak later on, because this is all related to the system. So here, till this point, our presentation is ended, and the further slides are about the system.